The small, closely knit community of Nishtar was shaken to its core by a harrowing incident involving an 8-year-old girl. On an ordinary afternoon, the girl, known for her innocence and routine neighborhood visits, fell victim to a heinous crime. A neighbor, exploiting her trust, lured her into his home under false pretenses, only to commit an unspeakable act of violence against her. The community, accustomed to the safety of their environment, found itself grappling with the realization that danger lurked closer than they had imagined. The girl's cries for help echoed through the neighborhood, sparking immediate concern and action among residents. Her routine task of fetching water, a simple chore turned into a nightmare, highlighted the vulnerabilities children face even in seemingly safe environments. The perpetrator, a 35-year-old man with a history of similar offenses, took advantage of a momentary lapse in community vigilance. His cowardly act of fleeing the scene reflected not just his guilt, but also his awareness of the gravity of his crime. Amid the horror, the community banded together, their shock transforming into a unified call for justice and change. Parents, once confident in their children's safety, began to reconsider the level of trust placed in their surroundings. This incident served as a painful awakening, a reminder of the critical importance of community awareness and child protection measures. The emotional toll was palpable, as neighbors who had once shared smiles and greetings with the perpetrator now felt betrayed and vulnerable. The impact of this incident extended beyond immediate emotions, prompting discussions about long-term safety solutions. It became apparent that the community needed to reassess its approach to child safety, ensuring that such a tragedy never repeats. Conversations began to shift from shock to action, with a focus on how to better protect the most vulnerable members of society. The urgency for change was felt deeply, catalyzing efforts to transform grief into proactive measures. In the aftermath of the crime, the Nishtar police station launched a swift and effective response. The officers, led by Officer Ahmad Khan, prioritized the case with a determination that mirrored the community's demand for justice. Within hours, the suspect was apprehended, thanks to a combination of eyewitness testimonies and modern policing techniques. The use of mobile tracking technology played a crucial role in locating the suspect, showcasing the importance of combining traditional methods with technological advancements. Officer Ahmad Khan emphasized the distressing nature of the case, reiterating the police department's commitment to child safety and justice. His statement underscored the department's zero-tolerance policy towards crimes against children, a stance that resonated deeply with concerned citizens. The swift arrest brought a sense of relief, albeit temporary, to the community, as it demonstrated that justice, though delayed by the crime, was not denied. Legal proceedings commenced promptly, with a first information report filed by the victim's family. The community watched closely, their hopes pinned on a judicial process that would reflect the severity of the crime. The suspect's prior criminal record added weight to the charges against him, reinforcing the need for a stringent legal response. The case became emblematic of broader societal issues, highlighting the need for reforms that protect children more effectively. The legal system's role in addressing such crimes came under scrutiny, with calls for harsher penalties becoming a focal point of public discourse. The incident served as a catalyst for evaluating existing laws and their efficacy in deterring similar offenses. As legal experts and advocates weighed in, it became clear that justice for the victim was not just about punishment, but also about setting a precedent that would deter future crimes. The community's eyes remained fixed on the proceedings, hopeful that they would culminate in a verdict that both punished the guilty and protected the innocent. The community's reaction to the incident was immediate and intense. Mothers clutched their children tighter, fathers joined hands in solidarity, and voices once silent spoke out against the horrors that had unfolded. Community leader Fatima Rehman emerged as a vocal advocate for change, organizing forums and workshops aimed at educating both parents and children about safety. Her call for strengthened community policing and increased awareness programs resonated with a populace eager for solutions. Fatima Raymond's initiatives were supported by Regional Police Chief Malik Farouk, who echoed her sentiments by demanding stricter laws and penalties against perpetrators of such crimes. The alignment of community and law enforcement objectives marked a pivotal moment in the fight against child abuse. It was clear that a comprehensive approach, involving both preventative measures and legal reforms, was necessary to ensure the safety of all children. Amidst the calls for systemic change, community leaders also focused on immediate actions to foster a safer environment. Plans for neighborhood watch programs and increased surveillance were put into motion, reflecting a collective commitment to vigilance. The incident had galvanized a community once complacent in its safety, transforming fear into determination and unity. The broader societal implications of the crime were undeniable. It served as a stark reminder of the responsibilities that come with community living, highlighting the need for constant vigilance and proactive measures. The incident underscored the importance of creating an environment where children can thrive without fear, a goal that required the cooperation of every resident. The community's reaction was not just about addressing a single crime, but about reshaping the societal fabric to better protect its youngest members. In the wake of the crime, ensuring the well-being of the young victim became paramount. Dr. Aisha Malik, a renowned child psychologist, emphasized the critical importance of comprehensive support systems for victims of such traumatic events. Her insights highlighted the need for a holistic approach that included medical care, psychological counseling, and a supportive environment for the child's recovery. The victim's family, while grateful for the swift police response, remained acutely aware of the emotional and psychological scars that required healing. Dr. Malik's advocacy for robust support systems extended beyond individual cases, calling for community-wide initiatives to address the broader impact of such crimes. Her perspective underscored the importance of creating a network of care that included mental health professionals, community members, and law enforcement working collaboratively. This approach aimed not only at healing the immediate wounds, but also at building resilience and preventing future trauma. The incident prompted a renewed focus on preventative measures and the need for ongoing education about child safety. Parents were encouraged to engage in open dialogues with their children, fostering an environment where kids felt comfortable discussing their fears and concerns. Schools and community centers became focal points for safety education, equipping children and parents alike with the tools needed to navigate their environments safely. Ultimately, the incident served as a catalyst for change, highlighting the urgent need for protective measures that extend beyond immediate responses. It called for a re-evaluation of societal norms and the implementation of strategies that prioritize the safety and well-being of children. As the community continued to heal, the hope was that the lessons learned would lead to enduring change, ensuring that no child would have to endure such a tragedy in the future. The path forward required a collective commitment to vigilance, education, and unwavering support for the most vulnerable members of society.